Hello Internet, my name is Lave and I watched a film called Paterson, which I actually saw about a week or so ago, but because of work and Star Wars I haven't been able to film a review and put it all together, but I definitely think that it's a film worth talking about, so here we are. So this film is directed by Jim Jarmusch, who is known for having quite a dry and wry sense of humour. He's directed recent films like Only Lovers Left Alive and Broken Flowers, which are films that are studies in mood and tone, and Paterson is very much like that, but I do think that this is possibly his best bit of work. So this film stars Adam Driver as a guy called Paterson, who is a bus driver in a town called Paterson, New Jersey, who in his spare time likes to write poetry. And in terms of the plot, that's pretty much it. It literally is a week in the life of this unremarkable man doing his unremarkable job and writing, if I'm honest, his unremarkable poetry. Now I hear you saying that all sounds very mundane, and if you are the kind of person who likes an action film or superhero film with lots of gunfires and explosions, or even just a really suspenseful thriller, then this really isn't the film for you. I think that this film is a celebration of everyday life and everyday people, and it's got some really wonderful observations in it, plus some really subtle comedy. Adam Driver is great as Paterson. He proves that he is the one to watch in Hollywood at the moment. Not only is he playing Kylo Ren in Star Wars, but he's also done some smaller flicks like Midnight Special, which I do recommend, and I'm really looking forward to seeing him in Martin Scorsese's new film Silence. His character Paterson in this film in many respects is the complete opposite to Kylo Ren. He's just a thoroughly nice bloke, and I really enjoyed seeing him put together his poetry from his observations, and I really enjoyed settling into his daily routine of waking up and talking to his gorgeous wife, whose actress's name I'm not going to try and pronounce. He wakes up with her every day, he goes down, has breakfast, goes to work, drives his bus, writes poetry, then comes home, takes their English bulldog Marvin out for a walk and goes to his local for a swift one, before starting his day all over again. Now I hear you saying this all sounds very boring, but I want to draw your attention to what they say in the trailer. The trailer says, "Beauty is often found in the smallest details," and in the case of this film, I definitely think it's in Paterson's interactions with everyday people. There's so many wonderful encounters, which I really don't want to spoil, but I will say that I think my favourite is possibly his Indian boss, and not to mention Marvin the dog, who is just so funny. As I say, the director Jim Jarmusch also wrote this film, and it really does feel like he's taken inspiration and observations from everyday life and put it to film, and he shows us that there is something poetic with our everyday lives. So that's my thoughts on Paterson, and pause the video if you want to take a closer look at my enjoyment tracker now. I really did enjoy this film. I don't think it's going to make my top 10 of the year, but it is such a lovely film. However, I will say that this film is open to interpretation. I've read and watched a couple of other reviews, and I have to say that my thoughts do differ to some other people's interpretations. Now I can't really expand on that without going into spoilers, so if you want to stop watching the video now, then do so. Go and watch Paterson and then come back to this, because I really want to explain my thoughts on it. Now a lot of other reviewers have said that it's nice to see a happily married couple on screen. Now I would argue against that. I think that, as I say, Paterson is a nice guy, but I wouldn't say that he's happy. I think he's content but not happy, and I think it's just a case that he's too nice to do anything about it. There are numerous occasions where people ask him, "How are you doing?" and he just says,
"I'm okay."
And there's certain hints to his past which suggests he was in the military, and certain lines of dialogues which hint that he might explode at any minute. As I say, it's open to interpretation, and I'm really going to enjoy watching this film again. I'm definitely going to buy it on Blu-ray so that I can really unpack it further, but I'm really interested to find out what you thought about it. If you've seen it, please tell me in the comments below, and I guess that's really it for this video. So thanks very much for watching. If you can, give this video a like, and don't forget to share the lave. I'm okay. Subscribe.